Good morning from Vietnam.
Good morning from day 2 in Hanoi, and today is all about exploring this area. We have a few things planned, but if you've been following us for a while, you know, you never know what's gonna happen.
Spontaneous.
Just like that, we made it to the lake. Our hotel's actually in an awesome location for old Hanoi, and it is getting hot and spicy, but we're in the middle of the city and it's now peaceful. So let's explore.
Okay, I know we just said it's peaceful and it's also busy and honky, but this city's sort of like both. Somehow, it's peaceful and relaxed and colorful, but also busy.
It is such, we have not experienced a city like this before. We've only been here for less than 24 hours, but we're like, there's nowhere in the world that compares to this place.
I mean, this is serene here by this lake, and it's peaceful. And we're in the middle of the dense city. It's Hanoi. We just bought tickets to Quan Temple.
Nicely done.
I think I got it. That's a terrible pronunciation.
One of the most popular things I think to do here in Hanoi, and it looks really pretty, so we're gonna go check it out.
How much did it cost?
It was 30 dong per person. 30,000.
30,000 per person, which is like less than $2 per person. This is a little floating temple in the middle of the lake here in downtown Hanoi.
I tried to do a little bit of research just now about what this beautiful place is about. It's got a long history, but what I did learn is that it was first created in the early 19th century to commemorate a military leader from the Tran dynasty, but over time, who it's dedicated to and what it celebrates has changed.
It feels like a little sanctuary in the middle of the city.
Yeah.
I just want to sit down, look at the flowers, look at the flags and the breeze. And
if you're looking for some peacefulness in Hanoi, this is where to come.
Guys, these turtles that we just found inside the actual temple here are real turtles that exist. This is a preserved turtle.
Apparently there's only 6 left in the world, and some of them are on this lake, and these are preserved turtles that used to live here.
This one was 250 kilograms.
And it lived its full life. It just then died of old age, and they wanted to preserve it.
And they kept it, and they're keeping it like safe here. 'Cause turtles are sacred in Vietnam. Oh my gosh, this is a massive turtle, folks. We just walked around the whole thing.
Pretty cool.
Really nice. Tranquil sanctuary with turtles.
So next up on the list, things to do here in Old Hanoi, is the old French Quarter. Let's go see some old French buildings.
That way, colonial buildings. Look, that's where we just were, on the little island. The little bridge.
I already need a water break. It's hot.
It is a hot one today. Who's that? Oh.
This is a cool mirror. This is actually really neat.
It's like a really nice mirror.
Yeah. Maybe people are looking at us laughing.
Oh, that'd be funny.
It's one of those reversible mirrors.
Okay, we're entering the Paris of Asia, folks.
Like actually, guys, this is pretty cool. Wow.
Yeah. Angelina. And over here we have another building. I'm sure it's a French name.
past the Hanoi Opera House. That's a historic building built in 1901. And then on the other side was
the Stock Exchange, which is really quite neat. Also an old historic building with a beautiful flag on top.
And lots of noise.
This seems to be the center of the French quarters. An old part of town for sure, with fancy buildings now. Fancy stores.
Stores, that's what I meant. He's getting to be busy.
To help paint a better picture here, right behind us, look at how French that looks. Looks like a little, could be anywhere in France, and Grenoble reminds me because of the trees and everything. We're walking by and then you see scooters and you see a little side street that looks super Asian, so it's really quite a cool mix. I really love that. The European and Asian mix here in this part of the world. Well, that was very Paris.
Very fancy, oh my goodness, wow.
Cold and just like super soaked. The air was soaked in perfume.
Okay, actually it smelled really good in there and the air was super clear. Anyways, we're gonna keep going. We're just walking to our next location, which is a fancy church. But we just can't get over the trees here. On every street they're full of big trees, which in cities you don't see often.
And it provides
really
good shade as well.
Shade is true on a hot day like today.
But it changes the aesthetic of the cities, right?
Yeah, it does. It's nice.
This is St. Joseph's Cathedral right here. As you can tell, it looks like a Notre Dame, because it is the French Notre Dame style with the two towers at the front. Finished being built in 1886. It is Gothic revival based on all my information with churches / Google. Look at this. Okay, we're back in our room. It was getting warm out there. As you can tell, it's a bit darker here because there's no windows in our room because it's actually quite a dense city, but specifically our room has no window. That's fine.
But we have a pretend window.
You have a pretend window.
Alright, back to the sandwich.
Okay, this is the banh mi. This one specifically has papaya in it, roasted pork, some chili, mayo, cilantro, cucumber, things like that. Excited. And pate. It's fantastic. It's really great, yeah. Pate baguette, so French. And then they add a bunch of like, you know, like finely cut cucumbers like that. Oh, it's great. I can eat this every day. We'll see you when we see you for our next activity. We did the really cool activity actually, and it's gonna be in our next video. So stay tuned for that.
It was awesome.
Coffee.
Yes, if you can't tell. So I need to get some food in my system, so let's go eat. Look at how close this hidden restaurant is to our place. Isn't this so cute?
We've actually already come here and it's really, really tasty. Very local, hidden, sort of like secret spot that's done really well on Google reviews.
He also has a really cool story and he told us about it, that he used to be a street kid and he has grown to be an entrepreneur, and his goal is to grow this business so that he can help other street kids, we think.
In addition to having a good cause, the cool authenticity of it all and the proximity to our place, it's also amazingly large portions I'm a huge fan of, and they also show you how to eat. They show you how to do it properly.
Oh, we tried? Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. That's great. Alright. We have to try it all together. I'm working on my chopsticks. Chopsticks skills, everybody. Please don't judge. It's so good.
So this is Bun Cha. It originates from here, supposedly. Put the soup and the pork inside your bowl first, then you add the noodles, which are rice noodles, and you add the sprouts. It's mouth-wateringly good.
Look at these beautiful fried spring rolls that I can eat because they're with rice wraps. I'm gonna try this sauce first with it.
Ooh.
Okay.
What's inside them, you know? Glass noodles and pork, right?
Mm-hmm. So good. Amazing. And they make lime sauce. Thank you. All right. My mouth is too small for that much food at once, but it's literally like a whole second meal now. Like all this food.
And after picking out on this entire meal, stuffed her faces and almost ate the whole thing. The only thing that's left here is a rice. Nothing left.
Good job.
And to wrap it up, beautiful soup.
By the way, we actually only ordered 3 things. The meatball soup, the vegetables, and then the spring rolls. And everything else was just given to us with our meal, which is so amazing and awesome and stuff obviously Keith and I love because it's a lot of food.
And all that cost 195 dong, which is $11.31 Canadian.
Pretty amazing.
Hey, so we haven't done this before, but it's actually a few days later between the previous shot and now we've actually made the next 2 videos.
So get excited
that
for
you'll
those.
be seeing in the future.
There's one more thing that we really want to do in this city, but it requires about a 60-minute walk in the heat. So let's go walk.
All right, let's do it.
We just got free ice cream. Amazing.
And we're just in time for the rain, so yeah.
Yeah, we didn't realize it was gonna rain.
We got free ice cream though.
We got free ice cream that looks like a rose. Look at that.
That's really neat actually.
Yeah, and I'll just like eat it and then keep eating my cone. But this is very
so
exciting.
Cool. We'll get one. Strawberry cheesecake? Strawberry cheesecake.
Another fun thing is happening.
Random event number 2.
Wow.
Just keeps coming.
This is pretty cool. I love this city.
More than ice cream.
Here's your ice cream.
Thank you. Just keeps going.
It's incredible. This is so cool. It's obviously for something. We've seen some signs, but we're not exactly sure.
I don't know if they can hear you. Devin's walking with gusto.
We always like speeding places because we're always running late.
We're in a rush because we actually have to get somewhere on time. Otherwise we'll miss out. Train Street.
If you didn't know already.
So we had to actually contact someone in order to make it here because
when the trains come by, the street closes, and so
there's also a specific time to catch the actual train, and it's in about 5 minutes. So we just made it.
It also just started to rain, and we're in the shelter, which is awesome. If you haven't heard what Train Street is the trains literally that are
just
in Vietnam
flies through the middle of the town.
Yeah, and so there's cafes that you can sit at while the trains go by, and it's a big tourist thing here, so we wanted to try it.
To just line the railway. Cheers, Devin.
Cheers, we made it just in time for the rain. We're protected.
It's coming down. We actually wanted to do this last time we were here, but it didn't work out because the trains don't go very often during the week.
So on the weekend they run more often. So that's
and it's a Saturday. There's gonna be a bunch of people in my shots, I'm sorry.
I heard it. I heard a little beep beep.
See, they care about safety.
They care about safety. They're making sure everybody is in the buildings.
It's so close to us, I can touch it. That was neat.
That was more fun than I was expecting. That was fun.
It happened quickly, but it was honestly incredibly close.
It was cool though. Like that was really neat.
The whole place got closed off by the train. You could take that train. You could be on it.
Yeah.
That's neat.
Cool.
Maybe one day we can do that.
Oh,
well, that was fun.
Thanks for videotaping it.
Well, that wraps up our time here in Hanoi.
We have loved our time. This city
Absolutely
is incredible.
love this place.
This is the cherry on top to end our experience.
By the way, this is one of the original.
This is
the original cafe here, Railway Cafe. We recommend it. The owner is a great guy, Tuong, right here. So we highly recommend it.
Yes, definitely come here if you're in Hanoi. Make sure you buy a drink while you watch the train go by. It's a coffee shop, so there's probably great coffee. It's just late in the day, so we can't drink coffee.
Also, Hanoi is awesome.
Yes, so thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in our next video.
See you soon.
Wait, there's another train coming. By the way, before the next train comes, we wanted to say if you do want to come to this place on Google Reviews, on Google Maps, you can actually message him through that because he has to bring you in because when the trains are coming, you're not technically allowed in here. So make sure you message him on WhatsApp. He's awesome, responsive, and will come grab you and bring you in to the train. It's just almost peaceful. It's not as loud. I thought it would be really loud. It's not loud at all. It is peaceful.
The lights swinging. So cool. Feels so cozy.
Aww, so cool.
Đi bậy à mày nữa.
Sorry.
Devin says I made too many crumbs, so I gotta eat over the garbage. This is excellent, and I'm so happy I got this. The parsley, the cucumber, the spice in there. It's not too spicy, it's so good. Wow. I love this.
Back to what I was saying. We are gonna go eat.
You don't need to say that. I had a lot of coffee.